Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams, two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll use the ground game here. Get some space around the 30. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
They'll test the right side here. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Hand off to the right side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Here's the second down play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down.
Get set. Lion. Yep. Dino.
And he'll set up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Canes have 1st and 10 here. It's a run to the left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff again. A change of direction. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the single back takes the handoff, goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it go. And it's complete downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Canes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play now. Third and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is up and no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the runner takes off to his right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. picked up here, 2nd and long from the 15. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room with no shot to bring him down. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
He lets it go on the move. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Powers through. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff heading left. He's found some room at the 45. Refusing to be brought down. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Powerful running into the secondary. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Handoff running right. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes come to the line with 1st and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
And the point after is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Trying to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Play action fake. Looking to throw. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And sack sets up an important third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the ball is hauled in. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And it's a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he goes out of bounds, but did not make it to the marker, about a yard short.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He'll ride the back again here. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
He'll hand it off. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it to the right side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. No, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. The call is quarterback sneak. And they've got him. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. It's QB sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fights through the tackler. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw again. Caught. Completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So first and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on fourth down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Michigan. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, one possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Set up for the PAT. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
A The sack sets up a second down and very long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The Wolverines are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, this is why we always talk about yards after the catch. He makes this catch. He's nowhere close to getting into the end zone, but his athletic ability allows him to get it in for the touchdown. Now here we are, under 2 minutes to go. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you roll the dice and go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his back. Pass caught. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. He made it! It's a field goal to win a national championship. And that'll do it. We have a national champion.